me. Welcome back to the Don't Judge Me podcast. Here today with Sir Nygel of the House of the Wayfinders from the Dark Gray Triad. Always looking left, because I'm not right. I'm here today with a gentleman who thinks I get it from my mama.
That is crazy. You should share the photo of you and your mama. And it's because he does look like his mama. I've never seen his daddy, but I've seen his mama. And I think your niece and you especially look like your mama. Zach, I don't know what yo looks like. But it doesn't matter because you're here with us. And that's me and Sir Nygel. And we are the host of the Don't Judge Me podcast. And it is absolutely your pleasure to join us in judgment. So welcome back, listeners, and welcome if you are a first-time listener. Thank you for joining us in judgment once again. I'm J. Delnegro. He is Sir Nygel, and you are the jury. And as a member of the jury, it is your responsibility to judge with us any and everything that we bring to you. To do that, you can get in contact with us by email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 202-642-9398. And once we receive what you have to say, we will include and incorporate that into a future episode. Also, you can find the show on Instagram at Don't Judge Pod and on the YouTubes at Don't Judge Me Podcast. So make sure you're following us out there and continue to join us in judgment all over the social media streets. This is episode 211. I'm going to go with 211.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 211.
I'm fine with that.
We are in 211 and we are still judging out all over the globe. How you been since the last time? Well, before I ask you how you been, I just want to say I personally received a lot of feedback on our last few episodes with the guests, and people are really enjoying the content that we're putting out. And if you're expecting a guest this week, we are the guest. Sir Nygel and I both. We're the only guest. Had some cougars going after Joey. It was, what are you telling me for? Like, why are you telling me that you think this kid, this child, is hot? This 48-year-old woman was after 32-year-old Joey.
Yeah, go Joey.
Go Joey. So Joey, if you're listening, they want you, son. They want you. They want you to do the damn thing to them. And but yeah, I think we've been on a good streak ourselves, and it's just we've got to find ourselves though. We got to have our voice and share what we need to say with the audience. So how's it been going, man? What's been going on?
Well, like I was trying to tell you a little earlier, my week has been crazy. Let me kind of paint you all the picture. So my mom comes from a large family. Initially, there was 13 of them. Since then, a lot of them have passed. But I essentially lost one of my last uncles. This funeral was on Tuesday. It was her oldest brother. And let me actually share one thing, which was crazy. So in the funeral packet, and I'll have to show it to you, there's like 4 pictures of me. I love that uncle, but I didn't know I was that important. Like, I was like, wait, why am I here? My brother made a joke, was like, it's Nigel's obituary, because I was in there so fucking much. And I'm like, Jesus. Like I was in there like 4 times. I was in there more than I was in there, if not equal amount to the son. And I'm like, that's crazy. I was like, why am I here so much? I'm on the screen, I'm like, nah, I don't like that. It was like pictures of me when I was younger, at my graduation. I'm like, hold on. Why am I present?
Because he was present in your life.
Yeah, facts. But I love my Uncle Charlie. But while we were there, right? Let me talk about my mom. I love her to death. Right?
Uncle Charles went to the crossroads?
Yeah, Uncle Charles, y'all. Yeah.
Damn. So you won't be lonely.
Yeah, no, they won't. So we get there, right? My mom's like, yo, funeral's at 8:45. I was like, cool. I got there, I worked out, got at my mom's house at like 7. She had like a desk she got ordered. So I was like, I'll put it together. I'm in a suit, fucking assembling IKEA furniture, kind of, right? I'm like, well, I can't finish it because it's like, 8:15. We're going to like Allentown Road, which is not far from my mom's house. So we get there at 8:45. And I'm looking at this note, and it says funeral 9:45. I was like, Mom, it says 9:45. She's like, well, daylight savings. I was like, Mom, that's not how that works.
What?
I was like,
what?
I was like, that's not how time works.
So they planned this before.
Yeah, it's just like, time like now it's. So I'm like, that's not how time works, Mom. I was like, it's always 9:45, and she was like, well, what you want to do? And I was like, well, we're going back home. So we went back home. I finished the furniture. We came back at 9:45 like it was the first time, right? We had to act like So we get there, and I'm like, Mom, you was hilarious. And I love her to death. It was just like an oversight. And honestly, I be having those moments too, right? So I'm like, you funny. So we go to this funeral, see a lot of family members I haven't seen in a while. I actually reconnected with one of my cousins. Just real cool to be able to see everybody. Sad because we just had a funeral like 2 months ago. So it's like, it's kind of like, that edit, I'm sorry, this is the reason why we're getting together. And it's like, yeah, I guess, whatever, bro. Like, it's like, nice to see you. Give me a hug. Keep it moving. So, it's good to see people. I saw a couple I haven't seen in a while. But then leaving the funeral, my tire blew out, right? So I'm like, damn, funeral, tire blew out.
Tire blew out on one car.
One car, right? So then the next day I go into the office. There's a fire drill, right? So, I ain't never had a fire drill.
So you go into the office with what car?
No, you don't. I commute. I walk. Commute, I walk to the metro, ride the metro in. Right. Then we're on the 11th floor, so I'm walking down 11 flights of stairs, right? Right. Yeah, my legs is jello.
Oh, on the 11th floor.
Yeah, my legs is jello, bro. Like, not only am I walking, now I do 7 miles every morning. Then I walk 1.5 miles to the metro. I walk then another like half a mile to the building. I had to now walk 11 flights down to to get out.
At least gravity's working in your favor.
Yeah, down the stairs.
Yeah.
We ride the elevator back up. Then I'm leaving because it's about time for me to come home. It takes me about 1.5 hours to get home. Mm-hmm. Stuck in the elevator for like 20 minutes. I'm like pressing the button. No one's picking up.
Were you by yourself?
Yes. So I'm like, great. And you know why? Also, what's the problem? I used up all my data for the month. So I'm like, I can't really like message people because I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to pay for that, right? So I ain't got nobody's phone number.
It was like, I got to choose between my life or $6 extra a month.
No, it's $20 per minute, per gig. Yeah. So I'm like, nah. I was like, and the Wi-Fi ain't working in the elevator, even though I'm still on the 11th floor, right? Now, mind you, I went down to like the garage and it came back up to the 11. I was like, oh, so you just gonna
so like you rode and it was feeling like, all right, I'm going home.
He's like, no, you're staying here forever. And I was like, okay. I keep pressing the button. Eventually, this guy named Andrew picks up, right? Now he's like, yeah, what's going on? I was like, I'm stuck. And he was like, okay, what's your number? I was like, why do you need my cell phone number? I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe he needs it, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, well, they'll contact you in like 3 to 5 minutes. I was like, are they going to contact me via my cell phone that you just took? Or are they going to contact me via the elevator? Then why do you need my cell phone number? Right? So then eventually this guy opens up the joint and he sounds like he's listening to a YouTube video while he's doing it, right? And I'm like, Jesus.
He's learning how to fix the elevator.
So as he pries his elevator door open, right, it's like I have to jump down.
So you're between floors?
Yes. Hell no. It wasn't until that moment where I was like, oh, I was maybe in danger.
Like you don't know where you were, right? No. Until they opened the door.
And then I had to jump down. I was like, in my mind, I was like, when I jump down, this thing's going to snap and it's going to take my backpack with it. Like, that's how I was thinking, right?
Yeah, you're going to get caught. Final destination. It's a final destination.
So I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is a problem. So then I'm like, all right, whatever. So then Friday, like yesterday, I'm like calling the insurance company. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get my car towed. It's like, nah, your insurance, we don't have insurance with us, right? I called this place.
It's the car with the flat tire.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get
it fixed. It still where you caught the flat?
No. I got it home, okay. But again, it was like I don't want to drive it anymore because it blew out on me on the way home, essentially. And so I was like, all right, well, I probably already did irreparable damage to this car because I kept driving it because I was like, I just don't feel like dealing with a tow because I'm in a suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just whatever. So getting it towed, can't get the insurance. It's like, yo, where's the, like I'm calling this joint and they're like, yeah, you don't have insurance with us. I was like, well, who do I have insurance with? Like, I don't, like, you don't know that, but I don't know what it is either, right? So I finally find this paperwork and it's like, my first concern is I'm a black man driving around with no insurance. I was like, I'm going to, like, I'm going to get shot today. Like, that's crazy. Because at one point I was like, if I can't get it towed, I'm going to just have to drive it up there. But now that I know I don't have insurance, I just know I'm going to be geeking. Right. I'm going to be looking like I got something to hide, right?
Right.
So eventually I find my insurance paperwork. Turns out I got another insurance company. I put the request in. They tow my junk. And I'm like, cool. So try to start one of my cars. It doesn't start. So I'm like, all right, well, you're a problem. Whatever. I get out, locked it up, got in my other car, went up to the place so I could be like, hey, do you need anything from me before I drop this car off, right? Mm-hmm. Drop the car off. They're like, yeah, the tire that you ordered, we don't have it in stock. I was like, well, the website said you did, right? So I'm like, that's the only reason I came to this place. I passed 3 NTBs to get to this one NTB because it said that y'all had this tire in stock because I wanted it today, right? My appointment was at 4. Mm. So I'm like, well, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Why did why did I make that appointment if y'all didn't have the shit in stock? Well, I'll get it done Monday. I was like, all right, man, what's your name?
Yeah. What was the nationality of the person behind the counter? Spanish.
With tattoos on his fingers, too, which I was like, all right. And I was like, man.
They didn't have it for you.
No.
They have it just not for you.
Maybe. So I was just like, all right. And I was like, man, like I just need a tire because I need to drive. He's like, nah, you need to make sure because I have run flats, right? So he's like, you need to make sure because it's gonna calibration fuck it up. I was like, I feel like you're just selling me on something.
Yeah, I don't trust that. Like
I don't either. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to have it because I'm going up to Philly next week. So I was like, all right, well, I don't want to have it blow out on me in Philly because you know all those lawyers, right? Like I don't want to have a.
Now, if you get the blowout immediately, somebody's just gonna swoop in and just tap on your window, sir.
Yeah.
Can I represent you?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
did this happen as the result of?
Yeah. So after that, I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to just go home. So I get a call from my fraternity brother, and he's like, hey, so-and-so just drove by your house. They say your car's in the middle of the street. I was like, well, that's weird, right? And I was like, well, that's not right because I just left it.
This is the part that people listening need to keep in mind. Nygel lives on a very busy street with a driveway that has a decline when leaving his house. So when I say Nygel's street is busy, it is a main artery of this side of town.
Yes.
If you need to get somewhere and you're on this side of town, more than likely you're going to run a street parallel to Nygel Street or you're going to run up and down Nygel Street. So his car leaving his driveway to then do what?
This is pretty much, it jumped the median. It like almost T-boned a car and then hit the median and stopped. And it was just chilling there.
Blocking all traffic.
Well, kind of. It was like the butt was in one lane and the front was in another lane, right? So like it's blocking up two lanes because it's literally on top of a median, right?
So how far are you away from your car right now? Like how many miles away are you?
I'm passing University of Maryland. So I'm coming up the hill on Greenbow Road.
Oh, okay. So you're around,
fairly close.
You're around the corner.
But the cop gave me a call. I don't know how they got my phone number. I'm assuming the deal with registration. I'm not sure. But they call us like, hey, this is the officer, whatever. Your car's in the middle of the street. You need to come get it. Now, mind you, I just told my line brother, nah, that's not right, right? Now, mind you, I didn't know later that the one that called my line brother, which is another fraternity member, he was like, hey, I just Ubered by your house. I saw the car in the middle of the street. Now, I was just like, nah, he don't know what you're talking about. And so I texted my line brother. I was like, yeah, he was right.
He knew what he was talking about.
He was right. He knew what the fuck he was talking about. So then, got there, had to jump it, got it, moved, put it back in the joint. Now, mind you, and not to talk about like little tidbits of work, but my manager's like, hey, you free to talk real quick? I was like, hey, I gotta get my car out the street. So then we talking. Now mind you, every time he's asking me what's going on this week, I've been like, got stuck in the fucking elevator. I had a funeral, my tire blew out. So then today he's like, what happened? I was like, my car decided to go on a fucking walk and try to kill itself in the driveway. I mean the street. And he's just like, we could meet later. I was like, no. I was like, let's meet now because I got a meeting at 10 and I haven't even started work, right? Like it's been chaotic this morning. And I'm just like, it's so crazy that my car just, it's like, you know what's crazy? It has no gas in it, right? So it's like, not only you decided to just walk. Like you literally was like, you don't drive me, I'm just gonna fucking leave the house.
Your car basically had restless leg syndrome. Yeah. It just decided it needed to move.
But I will say, Jay, like you saw the video. I mean, prestigious straight line. Like this joint hit the street.
When I think about like, I don't know how your car did it because it's pretty much been parked the way it's parked now.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not like against the audience. The driveway isn't just a straight line, like a single pad. Like it goes further back around to the rear of Nygel's house, but it's wide and he can pull off to the side and still have a full driveway to drive his other vehicles up. The car was on the side.
Yeah, and the straight line
and then just
out.
went straight line out. Like it had to turn the wheel.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if anything, my alignment before it hit the median, pristine.
Like it had to make a turn to get to where it ended up. Like it
was pristine.
Yeah,
it was honestly because even it was parked at like an angle.
Yes.
So it corrected itself and was like, I'm going for a fucking walk.
It almost tried to do a 3-point turn, but then it realized it caught a Charlie horse or something.
It was like, yo, I'm out here. And then it almost sideswiped another car. A car stopped and was like, what the fuck was that? And just went around it. And I was like, respect to that dude because he was like, I ain't dealing with this shit. And I was like, you know what? Real shit. And so then I was like, all right, that's wild. So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, yeah, mom, apparently my car just decided to go for a fucking walk. And she's like, God damn it. Like, you're right. My mom, like, yo, she's wild. And she's, feels this, like, I'm just like, yo, this is so crazy. Because in my mind, I'm like, the universe is trying to, like, aim at me for some reason. I don't know. That means I'm doing something right. This is what I take it as. I'm doing something right and something's trying to derail me, right? So I'm just like, this is the craziest fucking week. And I'm here for it at this point. So
I went through all that and was like, this is fantastic though. This is
but honestly, again,
lets me know I'm still alive.
I take things as positive, right? Where I'm like, yo, something's trying to derail me, which means I'm doing it right. Don't let it affect you. So don't get sad, don't get depressed. Don't let it affect anything that you're doing right now. Continue what you're doing, and it will happen because it could have been worse, right? A lot of stuff could have been worse. I mean, I could have been stuck in the elevator for like 2 days.
Sure.
I mean, doubt it.
But if you didn't call, you could have been.
Yeah, I could have. But I mean, I was very proud. I was going to start calling people immediately.
If you'd have really just looked at your phone like, oh.
No, I would have paid the 20. But like initially, I was like, I'm going to keep calling. I was like, because if anything, I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to try to use this as like, I'm mentally anguished now. Because I tried to get someone and they didn't.
Litigation.
If anything, I was going to have like a lawsuit.
Litigation.
If I was going to anything, I was going to have a lawsuit. I was like, I tried to reach the emergency line for like an hour and a half and no one picked up. Like that's, I feel like against the law somewhere. Something.
And for you to call, he'd be like, yeah, what's up? Fuck you mean, what's up? I'm only calling you because I'm in an elevator. That's
what I'm saying.
He's like, what other job could he have?
No, I don't know. And I'm like, I feel like that number doesn't even, like, it had to go to someone. But I literally had to do it like 8 times before someone picked up and was like, hello? And I was just like, yeah.
What other job could he have where if this phone rings, what else could it mean?
See, the thing is, my brother is a facilities manager, right? And I know for a fact, if someone gets stuck in the elevator, it goes through like a round robin of numbers. So the fact that I had to do it like 8 times means that everyone was buttoning me and was like, I ain't dealing with this shit.
So this was on Friday?
Wednesday.
Did you talk to anybody in the building about it?
No.
You probably should. Just the routing part. Not getting stuck, but the routing part. Like, hey, I did XYZ. Like our
facility.
Talk to that person. Like, it didn't go to, and I don't feel safe.
Yeah, that's what I need to probably link this. That way it's like documented. But it was just crazy because it was just like, I've literally survived 3 corporate buildings, never been stuck in an elevator. And I was like, I don't even know what to do right now. And the thing is, I was blown because I was like, I don't even have, I was like, let me get Wi-Fi. Let me get a Wi-Fi. I would have chilled. I was going to sit down.
Sit down and just like, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I was like, I would have taken a nap.
What? Did you fear anything? Like how many minutes were you in there?
Like about 20.
Did you start to fear anything, or were you just like annoyed?
I was annoyed because I wanted to go. And I was still like, I need to get home. Like I still have an hour and a half to get home
to commute.
And if anything, now my legs are starting to get like not warmed up. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm just standing, right? So it's like my legs have so much before they're like, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because even the walk home, there's a lot of hills, right? So like I feel it like halfway home, it's like, yo, my legs be like, bruh, like you doing too much. And I'm like, all right, shut up. We can get home.
You got pushed through.
Shut up and get home. Right. But yeah, my week has been crazy. It's not even over yet. I still got, like I guess, today and tomorrow, and then we'll see from there.
That's a new week. It's Sunday.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, if you start on Sunday. So I have today, and which I might, after this, I might be going a couple places. Not like out like socializing, but like errands runs.
Okay.
So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if I bump into people or something like that.
I got a story about an errand I ran.
Okay.
So we recorded last Thursday.
Yeah.
That Saturday, I needed to run some errands.
I do have another story. Okay, go.
And I, unlike most black people, I still shop at Target. I am a sellout.
I don't mind.
I'm a sellout, and I was not down for this cause necessarily, but I'm doing what I'm doing. And I went in to get just incidental items, toothpaste, bath towels, hand soap, whatever. And I go to a particular Target because this one is the nicer one, and it has like all the stuff.
Yeah.
The shelves usually have items on there. A lot of Targets also manage their online orders in the store. Yeah. So if the Target isn't a good Target, it's an even worse Target because of online ordering. This Target is a spacious, the shelves are stocked kind of Target. So you're not going to lose out to some online orders 8 times out of 10. So I go to this particular Target, park my car, take the little walk. It's a sunny day. And I walk in that little midsection where the handicap spots are and the carts go back. And you just kind of go across, and then you have the crosswalk in front of the balls or whatever to keep traffic to slow down and all that good stuff. And I look over to my right, and I see 2 white women. And there's an older white woman and a younger white woman in a shopping cart and an 80-pound pit bull. And the younger white woman was trying to pick up the pit bull
and put it in the cart.
Put it in the cart.
That's funny.
And I was looking, and as I saw her, the pit bull's in between her legs, and it's healthy young pit bull, like brown, no collar, no leash.
Yeah, of course.
Pit bull. Went to go pick it up, and the dog, let's just say his name was Champ, because they had to yell his name a few times. Champ, I saw him back up between her legs. So I'm like looking over, that's not going to work. That pit bull does not want to go in that cart. I go to cross the street. I'm looking ahead of me. I'm no longer looking over to the right. And as I cross the street and the car stop, I hear, Champ, get back here.
Nah.
Champ runs. And he's to the right of me, but he cuts the long way between some cars that are parked and comes through the cross section, just bolting at Champ's full speed, and goes to the exit door of Target. The door's open. I'm walking in the entrance doors of Target, and I go inside, and
Champ is also
inside, and everybody's like looking because there's an 80-pound pit bull running through Target, loose pit bull in Target, and he goes right into the self-checkout, and there is the employee there, and the dog just runs up to the employee, playful as he wants to be, and then the black woman at the register turns around, sees the dog, screams bloody murder, because who expects an 80-pound pit bull to be in Target? Yeah. And then it's a commotion, and some Puerto Rican lady is like looking over at me, and she was like, "Is that your dog? Is that your dog?" And I was just like, "No," and just pointed behind me. And then finally, the two white women are coming in. "Champ, get back here. Get back here, Champ." And then Champ skedaddles off and is just like running through the store. And then a couple of employees dart after Champ, and the white women are chasing Champ. And I'm just like, what did you think the end result was going to be? You don't even have a collar or leash for Champ.
You should at least have that. At least have that.
Why did you think you could bring Champ into Target?
Yeah, I don't know why he thought that either. That's the
apparently he likes Target because he went I don't know how far, because eventually I just went shopping and I could just hear off in the background. There's a dog in the store. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just like any old dog. Yeah. It's a big ass, brown, happy, active pit bull. Mm-hmm. It's frightening. If you don't expect to see it, it's frightening. And I also don't appreciate the Puerto Rican lady assuming it's my dog because racism.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It's just racist. No, it's not my dog. It's theirs. Mm-hmm. This is Bethany and Laylee Beth or whatever the fuck. Beth.
Marianne.
This is their dog that they can't handle. Mm-hmm. And they should also be banned from, because it's one of those things the dog doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. No. But he's just terrifying everybody because he's a big ass.
He's a loose dog.
Loose pit bull.
Yeah.
Just and healthy too, and every action that dog takes is because of those two women who can't control that dog. No. So I got what I needed to get. Yeah. And on the way out, that guy was still the employee that the dog ran up to. He was still there in that section, and he was switching with another employee, I guess, because they were working different posts. And this lady was an old cancer-stricken woman, and he was like, "Did you hear about the pit bull?" And I'm just this is the talk of the Target for the weekend. That's probably the buzz. Did you hear about the pit bull? Because I'm curious as to what they did to get the dog out. But
they probably eventually got to it, and the dog probably calmed down.
The dog wasn't aggressive. The dog was just loose pit bull running through Target in a nice side of town. Yeah, because two white women could not control the dog. But that was a little bit interesting. I got another racist story for you.
Oh, I love racism.
We both love racism. So, except if you're being accused of letting a pit bull loose in Target, we don't love that kind of racism. No. But the other day, sitting at home, because generally I work from home.
Yeah, must be nice.
I get a knock at the door. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Look through the peephole, and it's a white woman.
Oh, that's interesting.
There's a white woman in a brown pea coat and a long dress or skirt, glasses. And she had a satchel, yeah, bag, cross strap bag. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I wonder what this could be about. So I opened the door. Okay. Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? I said, wait, it is Wednesday, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What?
Catch you off the guard.
Hold up. And then I look behind her. It is a black woman standing behind her, and across the way, there is another black woman. The Jehovah's Witnesses sent in a white woman to get me to open the door. And my racist ass opened the door because I was like, well, maybe this is about something else. Just, I was not prepared for the white woman. And I had to just listen to it and laugh at myself like, they got me because I'm racist.
No, sometimes it happens like that where it's like,
got me because I'm racist.
I'll listen because you got me, but never again.
And she was, yeah, I know it's a lot going on in the world right now, but I just want to give you this. And she gave me a passage in particular to her message.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I wasn't listening. No disrespect. Of course not. But it was just one of those like, you got me. The whole time I'm just like, you got me because I'm racist.
Yeah.
You got me because I never expected you.
I deserve this. I'll take it.
This is, yeah, I'll take it. She didn't offer me anything but the idea of hope.
Yeah.
Like she was like, you can always come to our church. First of all, what are y'all doing coming out on a Wednesday?
Yeah, that's weird.
Second of all, why y'all what's she doing with y'all? I don't understand why this white girl is with y'all. Like, because churches are segregated. Like
usually, yeah.
She's an out of towner. It's an exchange program. It's an exchange program, and then they sent her out. It was like, well, you can still fellowship. You know what I mean? You can get out here and what is the word I'm looking for? It's not fellowship. I'm sorry. Excuse my head, not my heart. No, when they go knocking on the doors, it's called something.
Like outreach or something. I don't know.
It's called something.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it matters to them. But my racist ass they got me.
You know, I wanted you to say behind her was the pitbull. Just like Jesus. You're like, okay, all right.
Have you accepted Jesus in your life? Because I'm free. I'm free, as you can see. Jesus has freed me.
Yeah. I'm out here thriving.
The shackles are no longer on my feet,
that is
so
funny.
I can dance. What I mean?
That's hilarious. Yeah, I would have definitely been caught too. But that's why I usually, if I don't know you're coming to my house, I just ignore the door. Like,
if it would have been a black, couple weeks ago.
I don't even look.
Always look. Couple weeks ago, this was suspicious to me, right? Before, I think we had elections, not the ones that happened just like last week or the week before, but I think there were some other elections that happened in the state, and like local elections in the county that I live in or something like that. Mm-hmm. And this black woman knocked on my door, and she had on a blue t-shirt under her jacket or whatever, and it had like a name going across it, right? I couldn't make out the name, but I knew it was just like, I think she's offering like voter information. You know what I'm saying? Like vote for candidate information or something like that. And I didn't answer the door, but I just looked at her. And then she like stuck in one pamphlet, stuck in another pamphlet, stuck in another. She stuck in like 5 pamphlets, right?
That's crazy.
And then I watched her and I was like, all right, she knocked on my door. Because where I live at is 3 doors on my landing. Mm-hmm. So 3 different units. She didn't go to anybody else's door. And then across from me is 3 more units. She didn't go to any of those. She just walked across the lot. And then like didn't get in a car. She just walked across and then made a left turn and I was like, was she sent here to my house?
Maybe.
She was like, it's some black people that live right there. Mm-hmm. Make sure they know about all the black. Because when I opened up the pamphlets, every candidate was just somebody black. And I'm just like, she was sent to my house. She wasn't sent to canvass the neighborhood. She was sent here.
Specific, yeah.
That's weird.
That's targeted, yeah.
That is very weird. Like, either you're watching me or for one reason or another that black people, I don't like that shit.
I wouldn't either.
Not to say that the information isn't out there and through conjecture you can be like, well, I think this is a black family.
Well,
they know our DoorDash records and they can see like I'm always getting hip hop.
There's a whole rack of chicken going.
There's a whole rack of chicken going. Definitely a black family. None but niggas live here.
Yep.
Nigga looking good. This is
nigga.
this is what they have us listed as in their registry, in their database. Nigga looking good.
Pop. All right, I'm done. I can leave.
It was just like, shh. And she like was going in different pockets in her jacket, pulling out different ones, and I was just like,
yeah, that's a lot.
Yo,
because I feel like you would just hold it all in one hand at that point.
She wanted to get the message out. Like she works, and I was like, it was no other people working. It was just this woman, and it was another weekday, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it is weird, especially during the week, because yes, there are people who work from home, but a lot of people nowadays have been going back to the office, right? So it's the fact that they just like targeting you. I feel they know they're like, yo, we be
these
seeing
niggas on to me. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I'd opened the door for that one, that was probably the precursor to the white woman coming later.
Probably, yeah, filling you out.
Mm-hmm.
They probably all meet up like outside the community and be like,
"There's another one.
Here's the ones that be home."
There's another one. I'm gonna have some hoteps knocking on my door in about 3 weeks.
That maybe.
And then it's gonna be thick. They're gonna be in abundance, just standing there wearing purple and gold, just like staring at me.
Yeah.
We know you're there, nigga.
we got some chicken to lure you out.
Like, this chicken looking good fraternity is.
Yeah, exactly. That is funny.
Yeah, it happens though.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
I saw Don Tro made a visit, man.
Oh yeah, no, like, so I haven't ordered much recently, and I only post like the funny ones because there are a couple of them that actually like do their job legit, which I probably should. But yeah, he threw this package at my fucking house, and I was like, "Come on, bro!" Like it was like, I want to say it was my dress up shirt.
Oh, it was your long sleeve joint?
Well, so did I tell you about like when I went to my last uncle's funeral, because of my size, I've lost so much weight. I only had short sleeve shirt button ups.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I went, another friend of mine also had a short sleeve, so he's like, in camaraderie, let's both be short sleeve. Take your jacket off. So I took my jacket off, and as soon as I took my jacket off, he left. And I was like, "You son of a bitch!" Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "I'm gonna have to buy a long sleeve shirt." So I bought a long sleeve shirt, and I was showing it off the other day. And was like, I finally got one with long sleeves. But that actually reminded me about one thing. I wrote it down, and I forgot all about this. In addition to my week,
mm-hmm.
I also witnessed a drug deal on the metro. This young lady gets on. She looks at me, looks at this other gentleman with dreads, walks over to him. You see her ass like, "Yo, you got that?" Right? And then another lady gets up and walks away from them. She pulls out money out of her pocket,
mm-hmm.
gives him dap. He gives her something,
mm-hmm.
and then she leaves at the next station. And I was like, "Damn, I just saw a drug deal."
Can you describe the participants in this act? So if we look at the lady who left, what did she look like?
A skinny black girl.
Skinny black girl leaves.
Yeah.
The woman who walks over to the guy.
A professional black girl.
A professional black woman.
The one who left was like in sweatpants and like a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. The one that got up and was like, I got to like literally walk from one side of the train to the other side of the train. Professional, like dressed up and everything.
And the gentleman who gave that.
Hoodie, dreads, like listening to music.
So these were all black people.
Yes.
And this was on which line of the metro?
Green.
Green line of the metro. People are driving. You're headed to work?
From work.
So this is after a long, hard day of work.
2 o'clock.
Okay. Middle of the day, rush hour is about to begin.
Yeah.
And bumba on the car.
But you also can tell they don't know each other because she's like, "Excuse me." And he was like, "Yeah." And then she reaches in her joint and they do the exchange. I was like, "That's wild." Then I was like, shortly afterwards, I was like, "Jay's going to appreciate this. Nature's healing." There was someone on the metro selling incense. He was like, "Yo, you want to buy some like oils?" I was like, "Oh, you're back." I was like, "The world's healing." I was like, "No, I don't want that shit." But I was like, "I appreciate you being here."
So did you pay attention to Bumba Clot? That's what I'm just going to call the drug dealer because you said he had.
Yeah.
Did you pay attention to, was he still on the train when you got off?
Yeah, he stayed there the whole time. He like was going to Nail the Road or something.
This is his drug strip. This is my suspicion. This is my suspicion. He advertises on social media where he sells his drugs. Because how else would this other woman know where to buy the drugs from?
I mean, you literally are making. I mean, you pretty much like, "Hey, jump on the metro and find me on the. I'm in the first train
on this car at this time. This is the
window I'm riding.
This is the window in which I'm riding. This is.
And you're literally commuting, but not really commuting, because most of the people. There's so many people I see jump the gate. Mm-hmm. Like he probably not even paying to ride the metro.
No, this is Bumba Clot. He don't give a fuck about like the law, like because the other part to like selling drugs on the train is how many people in the car would you suspect?
At that time, it was like maybe like six.
6 people in the car. You're one of these people.
Mm-hmm.
You could have very well been Metro DCPS.
Yeah.
He ain't care.
No.
They don't have to wear like uniforms.
No, they don't.
And like, although it is legal to have a certain amount of drugs on you,
mm-hmm.
but the exchange of cash, that is not legal at all.
No.
Bumba Clot didn't give a fuck.
No.
She could have been setting him up.
Maybe.
Because where he got off the train at, like, another gentleman or two could have gotten on later. Yeah. And it's just like, all right, we got the guy. And they're just waiting for him to get off the train.
Yeah, at that point, they just
arrest him or whatever. But that is interesting storytelling. Like, that is specifically great for this show. But in real life, that's crazy. Like, just buying drugs from a stranger.
That's what I'm saying. Cause even I was witnessing it. Cause I like to consider myself like an observer, right? So I'm usually just like kind of looking at people, just seeing how they move. And when I saw her get on, like she like did the scan, like so I agree with you. Like they actually
She
like
was looking for.
she was looking for something, and then she like sat down, and then she like gradually like moseyed on over to him, and then like engaged with them. They did the exchange. Like as she like asked the question, the other lady like immediately got up and left or walked away.
She was. Do you think the other lady was with Bumbleclot? Or
No.
Okay.
She was like Bumbleclot was like in like the back right. She was sitting like back left.
Mm-hmm.
When the other lady came over and started talking to Bumbleclot, she immediately got up and walked away. And like when I say walked away, she like one side of the train walked all the way to the other side of the train, and even like looked at me as she was walking by and was just like,
eyes got all big.
Yeah, I was like, yo, like you know, like I was just like, what was that? Like, because again, most people, especially if you get a seat, you're not gonna move all the way. I was like, something happened right, and then I even more paid attention. I saw the do the exchange, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then the next stop, Incense got on. I was like, oh, this is. I was like, what is happening?
So I feel like the drugs were. It was not weed. That was not the drugs she bought. She bought pills.
Maybe
she bought pills from that man. Yeah, that's not that wasn't a weed transaction because weed don't scare people.
No,
unless you're white. Like if you're white family back there, they'd be like, oh my God. But you know, for just niggas,
it was something because it got her to get up and walk.
She was like, oh, we're in DC. That's a federal charge. Nah, nigga.
And I know it was like, and I think that's what when she gave me the look, it was like, yeah, you need to get off this fucking train. And I'm like, I'm like 2 stops away from
a friend of mine told me she was on the train with her daughter or something some time ago, but it was in the year 2025, and she saw a dude. And she thought the dude was suspicious. She was just like, I don't know about him, but she didn't want to pass judgment because he was just a young boy. But he had on the uniform, you know, the all black, the hoodie. And then she said he like moved around a little bit. And so she kept paying attention to him. And then he put the fucking shiesty over his head. And then he went up into the panel on the ceiling and started to pull down the cable to make the car stop. And she was like, oh shit, I'm getting the fuck off. And she just got off the train station.
Yeah.
Like the train stopped after it started taking off. He was about to rob everybody in the fucking car and then hop off.
That's crazy.
And it's just like, you got to be observant or else.
No, yeah. I'm always constantly looking around.
Like, and sometimes you got to be racist and be like, nah, that nigga, this don't look right.
No, you got to be racist because sometimes, like, I mean, usually racism is a stereotype. So it's like, all right, if I see somebody all black in the middle of the day looking shiesty, well, I'm sorry. You're fitting the uniform.
Yes, I agree. But then recently I was at so something I don't know about the world is teenagers of all sorts, all races, all backgrounds, fucking love. What's the name of that chicken joint? The new joint. It's not new, but it's kind of new around here. Raising Cane's. Oh, yeah. Teenagers love fucking Raising Cane's. It makes no sense while all teenagers just want to hang out in Raising Cane's. Oh. I went into one last week and again in a good part of town. And it was loud as hell in there. Oh, like decibels where you're feeling the pressure in your ears, like that kind of loud. And I look over and it's a bunch of dudes and all black, like YNs per se. Yeah. Like 16 of them. Just having a ball, being joyous.
That's cool.
But they all had on the uniform.
Yeah.
The shiesties was on, hoodies was up. And all they were doing was just like laughing and giving fives and pointing and just dealing with each other.
That's cool.
In a rambunctious way. But it's just like, all y'all niggas got on the uniform though.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's one of those things too. You also got to be aware. Cause I know I wear the uniform every day, and I don't mean to, but it's like all my warm gear is all black, right? So I'll be walking to the metro, black boots, black pants, black hoodie, black jacket, black scully on, and I'm like, I gotta put like an anime girl on my shirt or something. Like I'm like,
I was gonna say you should probably just go to like just some bright. Like safety cone orange. You should do the all orange.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to do something because it's like even when I'm walking, I'm like, and like when I'm walking, I see somebody on the sidewalk. I'm like, I totally like. I'll walk in like the grass.
You're like uniform on uniform. They looking at you like you're a threat.
No, I know that. And that's why I'm like, I'm like, I try to like wear like brighter colors, but like sometimes I just can't. And I'm like, I know I got the uniform on.
I would say like you could do something like throw on some like crazy Crocs, even though you hate Crocs, but that's still the uniform.
Yeah.
It's just the black. Once the black is in the picture, once there is a majority black on the scene, you are in uniform, and it's looking like you're gonna have to go to work.
No, I know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause the only thing that I guess is my saving grace is the backpack. But even then, it's like
What color is the backpack?
it's black.
It's not no saving grace. That's where your tools are.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the only thing I can imagine is that they think like, oh, maybe he's going to school or something. Like
that's where the switch. That's where he keeps the extendos.
That's why I said the only potential saving grace is the backpack.
Nah, the backpack don't matter. The black is the.
Oh no, I know. I know I ain't shit. Like I'm like yo, I know I'm out here looking like a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, you got throw something in there to mix it up. Like if you had on a scarf.
You know, actually, I have this CVS receipt joint that is a scarf.
It's a scarf,
but it looks like a CVS receipt.
If you throw that on,
I have worn that, and even
but you gotta do the fold over twice and then pull through. You can't just like wrap it around, like coil it around.
Oh no, I usually do the joint and then pull it through.
Yeah, you got like the tie knot. You got to do it that way, and then you're no longer perceived as being in the uniform.
Yeah.
But if the scarf was black, then you would still be wearing the uniform.
Oh no, I know.
But the CVS scarf, like that, might just be a look.
No, and that's where I
feel like if you wear the all black and the CVS scarf, you're gonna get compliments.
Well, and that's where I try to change because even now I got like green pants, I got blue pants. Like I'm trying to like add more color, but it's like a lot of because I'm walking in the morning and it's usually like 30 degrees. So I need to have like my long johns, my like fleece pants, and my hoodies, my jackets, and this happens where all that stuff is black. Now, if I can get like I guess like a winter jacket that's like a blue, I would do it. But like I'm not gonna spend it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna spend the money just so I.
Nah, that's what you do. That's what you do. This is how you can get away with the all black and not look like you're in the uniform. You do have to get a jacket. You got to get a long flowing pea coat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got to get a long. It can be black, but it's just you got to change the form from the hoodie.
Yeah, I know.
You got to break the hoodie form.
Well, that's like I'll show you the jacket, but it's like I guess like a vinyl swish jacket, like a waterproof jacket.
Is it black?
It is black.
It's not going to do it.
No, I know.
It's got to be the long.
I'm agreeing with you. Like I know I have the uniform on because when I walk, I'm like I know I don't like it. But luckily, like usually I'm the only one on the sidewalk. Mm-hmm. I only pass like 2 people on a regular. And at this point, I feel like they're just like, all right, he on the move. But I also feel like the urgency in which I walk. Now, still know I got.
They're looking like you might have just did the cape.
Yeah, I know. But I be walking I be walking with like such like speed, right? Like I mean, like I be moving, and I'm like, yo, I got my hands moving like that. I'm like, all right, like I know I probably don't give off, but I know I got the uniform, and that's why I'm like, I got purposely like try to wear like a shirt, and I'll be like trying to have it open so you can see like the
Superman symbol or something in your chest.
Something like where it's like, oh,
don't worry, citizens, I'm here to help.
Yeah, like, I'm not super nigga shit. Like I'm out of here being. I'm normal, I promise.
I'm not finger nigga.
Yeah.
But
I'm something. But yeah, no, it's just I need to do something. I'm gonna have to probably get something.
Speaking of like nigga shit, right? I shared this on Instagram, but some time ago I went to get some gas and I look up on the gas pump and there's an advertisement.
Okay.
And it's for Al Capone cigarellos.
That's so funny. Okay.
And it's advertising, you can like buy 2 get 1 free or buy 1 get 1 half, whatever,
sure.
Some sort of advertising, and it's a listing the flavors. It is dark cognac.
Okay, that's so racist.
Another flavor was like Booyaka Brown or some shit like that, and I was just like, yo, that's so fucking racist, right?
Racist. Because I mean, you know who they're pitching it to at that point, but still,
it gets better. It gets better. And I'm just like, I go to this establishment quite a bit because they are in abundance on my side of town. So I've gone back and forth between there and now 20, 30 times to get gas, to get incidental items, to get snacks, whatever. I go there last week. On the way out, they got a sign on the door. Or I'll go back even further. They used to have a sign that said 10 pieces of chicken, dark meat only, $8.99. Mm-hmm. But it would have pictures of breast and wings in the dark meat only 10 piece advertisement.
Okay, that's not right.
False advertisement.
Yeah, no, it is. Lazy.
Another chicken advertisement that I just saw last week, and again, I took the video and I said, this is racist. It was chicken.
Okay.
And Newports on the same fucking advertisement. And I feel like Royal Farms has a hard R division of their marketing department because they keep coming with shit that niggas want. Newports and fried chicken. I mean, and it was saying the chicken costs this much, but while you're here, get some Newports.
Well, I feel like they probably have like, hey, let's look at the customer base who be buying our stuff.
a hard R division in their marketing department, because Royal Farms is like mid-Atlantic. I don't know how far they go south and north, but they're pretty much Virginia, Pennsylvania. I don't know if they go into the Midwest like Ohio and stuff like that, but they make ads specifically for niggas.
I mean, you know their audience.
I don't think that's okay.
No, I mean, it's not.
Advertising chicken, the only thing that was missing was watermelon.
I figured it was gonna be watermelon.
But you know what they would do? A watermelon Tahitian Dream or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Red Bull watermelon or some shit like that. Like combo pack. Chicken and watermelon, niggas.
Like a grape drink or a purple drink or some shit.
A grape Welch is just waiting for you.
Royal Farms brand.
Oh yeah, they do. Drink. The Rofo pop is what they're called.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It is a great Rofo. It's coming. They're listening. But it's just, I don't feel outraged enough to not continue to get gas from there, because I have a rule for gas stations, and it's just, if it's in a neighborhood, I won't go. Royal Farms don't tend to be in neighborhoods. Yeah. Because I don't want niggas offering me za. I just want to get gas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to a Carol Fuel or a.
I wouldn't do that either.
What's the other one? I think it starts with an M. I can't think of it, but like a certain gas station is just like, nah, this is a nigga's. This is his vestibule. This is his home.
Yeah.
This is his station to operate, and I don't want to get gas there. And Royal Farms tend to be on just like parkways and busier intersections where houses aren't and stuff like that. So I tend to go there. And because they also got chicken, because like I can't front that I don't like chicken, but I just don't want to be marketed to that way.
It's too
fried chicken in Newport.
It's too targeted.
You know the Newport logo is an upside down Nike swoosh. Like, this shit is bad.
That's funny.
It is an upside down Nike swoosh.
I didn't realize that.
It is not the exact same shape, but it is the same shape.
Yeah.
And it's just like, the fuck. Chicken in Newport, yo. I didn't see a roast beef and skull, the chewing tobacco. I didn't see one of those motherfuckers.
No.
So like, that I wasn't a fan, and I don't know if I will ever be a fan. But also, I still shop at Target, so I am not. I ain't really about no cars. I'm just out here living, trying to do me.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you ain't got, like we saw earlier, like, oh, you out here targeting me, you seeing me. I don't want like that. I don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But I did want to, I guess we're talking about like corporations, possibly. And,
sure.
Best Buy, I'm throwing them under the bus.
They still exist?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Honestly, based on this interaction, I don't think they should. So my mom's TV recently went out. And this is one that survived the fire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And apparently died. Just gave up. It was like cycling.
Its lungs finally failed.
Yeah, it was cycling, right? Like it was like it would turn on, turn off, turn off, turn. Like it wouldn't stay on. So I get her a new TV. I walk in. I make sure I get the confirmation, like your TV's here, right? I ordered.
So you order it online
because it was on a sale.
Okay,
so
okay.
Like, let me make sure, because I know resets are Sunday. So I was like, all right, well, Mom,
sales reset on Sundays.
Sales reset on Sundays.
Okay.
So because we used
little inside baseball for you all listening out there. Sir Nygel used to work at Best Buy.
Yeah, he used to work at several Best Buys actually. I geoed like 2. So Sundays are the new price tags.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if the sale was going to continue, especially with Black Friday coming up. I was like, well, let me just lock it in now.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk inside. No one talks to me. I go right to the counter.
And is there still the security at the front?
Didn't say nothing to me.
Nobody said anything to you.
No one talked to me. I walk right to the because this is the store I used to work at. I walk right to the counter where the pickups are. I'm standing there for like 10 minutes. Finally, a young lady comes over and is like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "I'm here to pick up a TV." I give her the Q code, give her my number. Pull your car up front. We'll be out there in a second. I'm sitting there. I'm waiting. 10, 15 minutes. Guy comes out. I got my mom with Samsung. He comes out with a
TCL.
No, actually, I'm sorry. First, he's like, "Oh, you waiting for something?" No, I'm just parking in front of the Best Buy like I'm in a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas that be hanging out at high schools and shit.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, I'm just kicking it. I just thought this is where I would post up on a fucking Sunday morning, right? So yeah, I'm waiting for a TV. Okay, give me a second. Comes back out with the TCL. That ain't my TV. Well, this TV's for George.
Who the fuck is George?
My exact response. And he said, "Well, where's George?"
Nigga, I don't know.
My exact response. I was like, "I ordered a Samsung. Where is it?" "Oh, well, the lady ain't picking up, so I'll be back. Why would you just grab a TV?
They'll just grab the TV. It's like,
Now, mind you,
George.
we talked first. Then he comes out with the wrong TV. Then he's like, well, where's George at? I don't know.
They go, what?
Who's George? I don't know that either. So then the manager comes out. I was like, can I see your order number again?
Nigga, I ain't George.
But I'm like, what is happening? I've now talked to 3 people. It's been a half an hour. I've already gave you this information. Finally, they bring the TV out.
Right.
And it's like, sorry about that. Whatever, dog.
Nigga, you should have been like, George is going to be upset. You tried to give away his television.
Then, not to mention, by the time we got back to my mom's house, the like screen had like a not like a dent, but like a pixel kind of fucked up. And I was just like, it's not even worth it. My mom's not gonna notice it. I was like, I don't even give a shit at this point. I set it up. Mind you, it took like 30 minutes to set up because it was like create a Samsung account. All right, now link it to this.
Why do we need accounts?
Then it's like, oh, guess what? You need an update. And I was like, I need to log into Netflix. That needs an update. I need to log into Prime. That needs an update. I was like, sweet Jesus. I was like, can I just get in here and then you'll update it later? Then finally I get it all set up. And I'm just like, let me tell you about George. And now I'm like haunted by this George that apparently like they thought I was. And I was just like, this is the craziest fucking experience I've ever had.
But you know, George got that TCL. He ain't got set shit up.
No.
It's just plug and play.
Yo, I was just like, yo, this is a lot of fucking work, yo.
You know what's ridiculous? Having to have an account for everything. Do you know the brand Govee?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You need an account.
Have it.
You have an account for your Govee app for your lamp or your lights?
I have
or your speakers?
the LED lights in my room.
Do you have an account for it or you just use it as a guest?
There, yeah. I had to create a fucking account for
lights.
lights.
Why create an account to turn on a light and make it blue?
That's the thing that be getting me. Like, honestly, if you ever, like, my friends know this. Like, if a video game has me have to register with, like let's say, like, GTA, right?
Okay.
You have to register with Rockstar. Then after you register with Rockstar,
EA.
then you can access the game. I'm like, if a game has me do more than, like, one step, I'm not playing it.
Because you know that means it's not your game, right?
No, I know that. I already know because after you start doing digital downloads, like if the company goes out of business, you just don't have access to the game.
I just saw something recently where Nintendo for the Switch 2, some of the games, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically you get a cartridge, but you still have to download the game from the internet. Not because it doesn't have storage space, but because they want to manage the game online.
Yeah, it's like live action.
And you don't have the game, so that means if they just say, we want to repackage it, you don't have access to that game.
You have, I guess, technically access, but you don't have access. Like you
don't
you have the game, but you're not going to be able to play it.
And it's just like, nah, I just liked it when I could blow on the cartridge
and just put it in
and play it.
And that's a lot of times with the digital download, like it's convenient, but then like to your point, a lot of them are like live action where like they stop updating it or they turn down the servers. The game's done. Can't even play it.
It's done. Like, what? Like, I just paid $60 and then not to mention whatever I did buying material in app or throughout the universe. And it's just like, I just paid so much money for something I don't actually own.
Yeah, and then not to mention like even like a game I play, we used to play called Destiny, right? And there's like DLCs and stuff.
Yeah,
like
DLCs.
And they'll just sunset them. They'll just be like, yeah, we're not gonna have that anymore. So you paid for something.
I was using
and then they just take it away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I paid for that. Like, if anything, let me still play that content. Like, anybody new, they can't play it.
Yeah.
But I should still be able to play it. And it's constantly where they're just sunsetting stuff. And it's like, all right, well, I should get a refund or something. Or, like, a credit towards the new jump.
Nah, because then they can't
they don't give a fuck about us. But
Yeah,
I mean, that's honestly why I support a lot of like these smaller companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where it's like, there's 6 people that took 6 years to make this game. I'll support that game versus like the big conglomerates because the big conglomerates be like, yo, fuck you, and we're just gonna take your money.
I just want a car with a CD player in it so that I can buy the media and then I have it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I just have it. Like I just want to buy stuff and it's actually mine.
No,
like,
I get that.
Like you can void the usage. Is just talking Nintendo again for the Switch 2. If you modify the Switch 2, Nintendo knows because they keep track of their devices, and it's like, you can't use this anymore.
Which is crazy because I
bought it.
Mine. I should be able to do
have it physically,
and
they're like, nah, you don't. It's you can hold on to that brick now because it's not. It's just like,
and we lock it out, and now it's useless.
And like the secondary market for like their games and stuff like that, because the way they tag and mark their games, people have bought games like secondhand and they don't work, or they bought Switches secondhand and they don't work.
One of my friends, so like sometimes the games have like in-game currencies.
Mm-hmm.
He went to a third party, bought currency from that third party, used it in the game, and they banned him for like a month because it was like, you got to buy it from us. Now, mind you, this third party had it like discounted. So it was like, let's say you spend $100, you get like 1,000 gems, right?
Mm-hmm.
This other website was like, you spend $50, we'll give you 1,000 gems. And the game was like, yeah, no, we're banning you. And you lost the 1,000 gems or whatever.
Lost the money. Yep.
And you can't play for a month.
Yep.
It's like, yo, like, are you serious? That's crazy. I can't stand that.
I just want to have, like, I remember we talked about it before. I think it was BMW. So sold you a car. It actually has all the features that it could have, but they're not turned on. You have to pay a subscription fee for like heated seats.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I would refuse about it. Like, I would go right on usedcars.com and get me an old jalopy or something.
How you just trying to squeeze blood out of every single rock? Like, it's only 100 pennies in $1. Here's another thing. So they're phasing out the penny. The penny is no longer in production, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's no more new pennies being made. So some retailers are doing funny math to
like round up
and round down the cost that you pay, not the cost that they take. So say one McDonald's, I think the sign said something like, if it's a 0 to 2, you pay the 0. If it's 3 to 4, you pay the 5. If it's
6, 7,
you pay
the 5.
No, and that it wasn't going lower anymore. It was only low.
So 6, 7, 8, 9.
It was going all the way up to 10, and it's just like,
but you get multiple items, and that you almost losing dollars at that point.
Because like if it's McDonald's and it's a penny, $1 billion whatever sold, that's $1 million. Not $1 million, but that's a lot of money off of pennies.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, y'all need to eat that. Like, it's not my fault that you can't give out the actual change. So if you really want to give back, nigga, if it's less than 4 cents, you just pay the 0. And then we worry about the 5 and then the 10 thereafter. But like, the fuck? This new math of rounding up and down, and the consumer's still losing.
And I feel like, because even like the math, like, I mean, like, given, like, I've never like, crunched numbers, but like the self-checkouts, I bet you them motherfuckers is probably automatically doing it. You don't even know, right?
Nigga, you go to because in the state, different counties have different rules for bag check, right? Like,
oh yeah, because you might have to do like a bounce back, like a 35 or something like that.
No. The paper or plastic bags that they give you.
Oh, bags. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So my county, it's 10 cents a bag.
Yeah, I just paid 10 cents the other day.
And some other counties, it's 5 cents a bag. Right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. It's just different. But if you go to a fast food joint, they automatically add the 10 cent in because they're giving you a bag with your meal when you take it out. So once you say it's takeout, 10 cents is added to your purchase.
Funny.
And just think about it. Like, now they're not taking pennies back, right?
Yeah.
So now they're making money on top of making money. The 10 cents is being covered by somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just making money off of, and it's just like, how much.
This is why I never liked the bag situation. Cause I was like, I'm waiting for that 10 cents to eventually jump up to like 25.
Oh, it's gonna jump.
No, I know.
It's gonna.
That's why I was like, I refuse. I was like, I will legit carry. The only reason I got a bag the other day because I was like, I was carrying stuff, and I was like, honestly, I'll rather pay the 10 cents because I usually walk in with my bags.
Mm-hmm.
But any other time, I would literally just start shoving shit in my pants and like my hoodie after I pay for it, of course. And
why wait? You just
no. I ain't getting arrested for like a loose zucchini that so like nah. Because even like sometimes I'll be like walking around the store and I'll be like, oh, it'd be so easy just to put it in my pocket so I can carry it better. But I'm like, nope, because I was like, I'm wearing the uniform and I can't. So I was like, I'll make sure I carry this junk like up on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
If I drop stuff, I drop stuff. Somebody got to pick it up at that point. Like,
yeah, a lot of grocery stores don't have the hand baskets anymore.
No, they don't because people were stealing them.
What the fuck are they gonna steal a hand basket for?
Well, because they weren't having the bags.
They were taking the hand baskets home. Wow.
Yeah. They were literally walking out the store with the hand baskets.
I fucks with that.
No, because that's what happened to my mom's. Because I was actually seeing people like leave the store with the hand and put it in the car and drive off with it.
I fucks with that.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense now.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them did it.
This is how society crumbles.
Yeah, because people were like, yo, fuck it, y'all, you give me back, I'm going to take this fucking cart. And they were just taking them home. And of course, you never bring it back out.
You're definitely not
So
bringing
then
it
you
back.
just have a couple of them in your house, and then you probably just eventually toss them.
Yeah, that is fascinating. I was wondering, like, what the fuck the handcuff? Because niggas not paying for
I think even
bags.
when I was with my mom, I talked to like a random person because I was like, me, I'm like, oh, where's the hand cards? It's like, oh, motherfuckers be stealing them, and I was like, that's crazy.
What are you like? Yeah, in my mind, like, why are you stealing? There's nothing. There's no other purpose other than to carry grocery
Because
items.
it was like there was no bags.
There's no
and
bags.
So instead of people, because this is like right when the transition happened, nobody had bags, and like nobody was gonna pay for a bag, and half the time the stores that have they charge you for, they don't even have fucking bags, so then it's like, well, you don't have any bags. You try and charge me for the bags, or because the 10-cent ones are sold out, so they only had like the dollar ones or the whatever.
Oh, the reusable ones. Yeah.
No, fuck you. And so they were like, all right, bet. And so they walk out with the cart, and they would just keep going.
I was in a Safeway, and they had the bags for sale, but the bag said Acme, and I was like, why the fuck would I buy a bunch of Acme bags from Safeway?
Yeah.
For like, it was just like, I don't understand.
I got some reusable ones from like Amazon, and then and they're fine. I keep them all in my car.
Two of mine came up missing, and I don't understand why. I don't know where two of my bags are.
Like I have them, and I swear, like they're dwindling down. But I'm like, I feel
like somebody's been breaking in my car to troll me. Like
that's
like no bullshit. Either I've got a sleep disorder where I'm doing shit and I just don't know, but I sleep my Apple Watch on it and I be sleep. Yeah. Well, I check it. But like sometimes I go on my car and it was like a notice from a car service I got back in like 2023 just on the front seat. And I'm like, and this was this year. And I was like, what? And another day I opened my trunk and it was just like white tissue paper, not like toilet paper, but the when you get a gift and you put the white paper. Yeah. It was just all in my trunk. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then one day, I usually back in when I park. And like, I might go out and then like, it's late. I'm not drunk or anything, but I might just pull in because I'm just like, I don't feel like maneuvering. I didn't do that night, but I came out in the morning and my car was pulled in the front. And I had to ask my son like, yo, did you take my car last night? Because he don't back in or whatever. And he was like, I ain't asking if you took my car. I was like, yo, did you leave the house? And he was like, no, why? And I was just like, no reason. Like, it's some weird, I think I ain't never missing no money. Like, it's in my glove box or whatever.
Maybe you're time traveling. You just don't know it.
Nigga, I don't.
You're coming back and...
That's what I'm saying. But I always got my watch on. But it's letting me know I'm
time traveling, your future self is using your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm making moves.
Nigga, I don't know, man. Because...
God, I feel you. Because I've had something similar where it's like something's like off. I'm just like, wait, why is that here? Like, I don't remember doing that.
I am worried. I am definitely worried, but I ain't never missing money. Like I've had like a car break in once or twice and shit been rummaged through. And it's not quite that. It's just like, where did this stuff come from?
Yeah.
Thus, I put my bags in the trunk and 2 of them are gone. And it's just like, what is going on?
Yeah. Something happened.
Something weird's going on in this world, man. I don't like this shit. I was talking to my kids a couple weeks ago and my kid's mom, she's from Tappahannock, Virginia. And Chris Brown's also from Tappahannock, Virginia. Oh, I didn't know that. She knew his older sister. Like they were like friends and stuff growing up. Because like it's a small town.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's called Tappahannock or whatever you just said.
Yeah, it's just a main road and then side streets. You know, it's got trailer parks, single family homes, townhouses, a couple schools, whatever. And I asked because they had just came back from there, and I asked my son like, have you ever driven past Chris Brown's house before? My oldest son. I was like, have you ever driven past or wanted to know where he used to live at or anything like that? You know, because like Chris Brown's a mega star, right?
Yeah.
And he's been around for 20 years or something like that now.
Some people would know his
like
home.
People want to know where Chris Brown lived at. Yeah. And he said, no, but I've thought about it before. Like, why isn't it a landmark? Like Chris Brown's house or something like, you know, Motown hits USA.
Like, I feel like somebody would be like, hey, this
is the opportunity to make a little bit of money. So we're just talking a little bit about it. And then my other son chimes in and he's 15 and he was like, who's Chris Brown? and I was like, you don't know who Chris Brown is? You don't know who Chris? No, I don't have a clue. And I don't know if that means I'm doing well in life or I've made a failure. But I did ask him, you know who Michael Jackson is though? He was like, yeah, I know who Michael Jackson is.
And then you succeed. You're succeeding. Because I feel like Chris Brown, even though he's famous, if you really think about it, like lately, he hasn't done much.
But he's been famous his entire life.
But I'm just saying, like, you gotta think like when he was like dropping hits, the youngest was like half his age.
Well, Chris Brown has never gone away. Like he's still
I know,
making
but
plenty
I
of
feel
music,
like-
and he's still like he just did Breezy Bowl. He was doing stadiums.
No, I know, but I think he's living off of the old.
Nah.
He had new songs.
I think you're just old. I think you're just old and you just don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
This nigga's got like 35 albums that have
No,
been
I know,
released.
but I feel like that's older album. Like,
No. He releases an album like every year almost.
yeah,
He's got tons of new music. He charts every time he releases music. Like you don't do stadium tours without having like a current body.
No,
of
I mean, I know women, want them. I know that's why they're there.
Well,
did I ever tell you about somebody offering me tickets to a Chris Brown show?
and you didn't go?
No, so he's like, hey, I got tickets to Chris Brown. I like wherever reason he was like across the stadium from me. So he's like, I'm pretty much getting free.
So the recent show?
Yeah.
So you didn't go to Breezy Bowl?
So let me tell you. So he's like, yeah, I got these 2 tickets. Do you want them? Now, mind you, it's like a Monday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I was like, are you just giving these tickets or are they costing? He's like, well, you got to pay for them. I was like, all right, well, what's the cost? He was like, $1,200. I was like,
Yeah, that's stupid.
thank you. This is why I was like,
that's stupid.
yeah, miss me with that.
You could get in because it was at Nationals Park and the staff working so he did like 3 shows at Nationals Park. But hear me out. The staff working the Breezy Bowl is just the niggas who work Nationals Park.
Yeah.
They were not enforcing the seat district. You could have got the $60 tickets and the nosebleeds. It just came down.
Oh, I know. And that's where like I was like, yeah, you missed me with that. I mean, like I was like, I wouldn't mind. If they were free, I would have made it work. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, oh, my boy just wants to get what he paid for. I was like, all right, well,
he should have never paid that much.
Oh, no.
His boy is an idiot.
Well, I'm just saying. I wouldn't have paid that much for Chris Brown.
His boy is
like, man, I paid some money for ticket. I think the most I've done is like maybe $500 a ticket, and that's for like front row type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if it starts getting to like 1,000 to 1,200, 1,500, I need something else.
Niggas Klarner in a car note to go see Breezy Bowl.
And that's why I was like, nah. And that's why like when you said like you didn't go, I was like, no, I didn't go because it was fucking $1,200 or like $1,000 or something stupid.
No, that's not the answer. That's not the wave. So, but yeah, my kid doesn't know who Chris. And I've talked to him about it later. Like, you sure you don't know Chris Brown? He's like, I might have heard of him, but I don't
know some songs maybe.
My son doesn't listen to music.
Oh,
so.
then that's another reason.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh damn, you just don't. But like growing up, you know things just through the lexicon of your environment. Like what's popular and what's going on, but it's so spread out now for kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like like especially in this new generation, like you're not listening to music with your group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
like
you are. It's just so it was funneled to us when we were coming up because the avenues to get music were pretty much the same: MTV, BET, and then the radio. Now there's no MTV; they just filed bankruptcy. BET exists to only show Tyler Perry stuff, and any sort of music video is just secondary because you have so much choice via the channels like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. You just go and find what you want, and then like everything is niched down so far that the big dogs aren't really big dogs anymore. It's like 2. Yeah. Taylor Swift and fucking Beyonce. Well, I guess Bruno Mars is the 3rd big dog. That's the 3-headed monster.
But he got all that debt and shit. He locked.
I mean, he's still like. I just saw a video called APT.
Yeah. Or whatever.
All right. So I just heard of it because it was nominated for a Grammy. Right? And I was like, oh, Bruno Mars has a new song.
Oh,
it's the girl. But it was the Grammy nominations. And I was like, oh, what's this? Bruno Mars has a new song. I go to look at the video on YouTube. It's been out for a year.
Yeah.
Gundam Style came out 13 or 15 years ago, something like that, right? This video that came out in a year has 2 billion plays. Gundam Style has 7 billion plays, and it took it 15 years to get there. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I have never heard of this song because it's niched so far out. I might have heard it in like a commercial.
It's actually on I actually listened to it, I think, on the way driving home today.
It's out there for me, right?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is like kids can find that. Because that's the direction they want to go. Like if you're into K-pop or whatever else,
I think that's how I found it. Because I wasn't looking for Bruno, I found her, and then her led me to Bruno, and I was like, "Oh, that's a small circle."
It just isn't funneled the same way. So like my kid not knowing Chris Brown, And because kids aren't necessarily talking about Chris Brown,
Yeah, no.
because he's not like a mega star to them.
Yeah.
That girl might be, or Blackpink might be, or BTS, because that's all I can think of right now. They might be.
You name it more than I know.
Yeah, they might be, but it's not because like television told them so. It's just a whole different monster. And my kid does not know the monster that is Chris Brown. And he got a black mama from the same town. And I'm just like, wow. Like, wow.
That is funny though. I mean, like it's
you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I feel like even though it was something like these I was listening to something and it was like kind of like how we went with Joey, you know, that we were talking about different artists, and it's like, who? What?
I realized that he said somebody Tame Impala, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Until I went back into my Instagram, and like a week before, I used one of their songs on one of my reels, and I was like, oh.
That's also the thing, like a lot of music I listen to is like Spotify Discovery, right? I don't know who it is. I just know I like it. So like if right now you're like, oh, what's your favorite song right now? I'm like, I'd have to go through my playlist and find it in the order that I listen to, and then be like, this is it. Don't ask me to give you a name anymore. Because I'm like, these one-offs are so random. Like, even like in my Instagram, the one I save, I don't know who they are. I just know I like the song. But if you were like, hey, play that song you like, I'd be like, I'd have to go through the list and find it in the order that I know I listen to it. I listen to it pretty much in the exact same order.
That's crazy. I have a bad time with names, so I hope I land in the ballpark to find what I was looking for. Yeah.
But I just listen to the same like playlist all the time, and so like I know the order. So it's like, oh, I know the next song. I know the next song. I know. So I know like, oh, it's like 4 more songs, and then I found the song I'm looking for.
And then you're like, pate.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I liked her, and I liked the chorus. And I was like, but then like the apatelle or whatever. Like I don't like that part, but I like the I guess the chorus that Bruno does. And I was like, okay, I'll keep it for that part of the song. But like usually the apatelle or whatever, I'm like, just say apartment. I don't know. I'm like my mind.
But when you look at the translation, like the captions, it's all in Korean. The apate, that's Korean. No, and then the rest of the song is in English.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm like. Just in my mind, I'm like, just say apartment.
That's what I was listening to the song. Like, when are they gonna say apartment?
Yeah.
And then I realized me up. Then I realized the apate, and I was like, oh, that's apartment.
But even Bruno came out with like another song with Lady Gaga too. Like I mean,
I caught that. Like I caught that.
He has a couple songs, but I mean, like
I caught that because it came out summer of 2024. Yeah. And I was like, oh, Bruno Mars, because like I'm a Bruno Mars fan. I mean, and I was just like, that song ain't it. I don't like the Lady Gaga song, but whatever. It did what it's supposed to.
I like his part because I found like the story is like it's dedicated to like like an anime, Attack on Titan. And
that song is dedicated to Attack on Titan.
It's Aaron is the main character in Attack on Titan. His perspective of so it's like I would sacrifice my life for you, and that was essentially he watched that anime while he was writing the lyrics for the song. So if you watch the anime, you'll get a more, I guess, more connection.
You watched Attack on Titan to the end,
of course.
Right? All right, so I've watched maybe like the first 3 seasons. I don't know, but what am I trying to ask? When did he become the villain? Like, what happened? What caused him to really be like, oh, this nigga's the villain the whole time?
Pretty much. It was like, do you sacrifice the world for your friends, or do you sacrifice your friends for the world? And he said, I'm killing the world.
So he wasn't the villain then?
He was the villain to the world, but not to his friends. Because pretty much the Attack on Titan, the gated community, essentially, they were exiled because of their differences. Essentially because they had like darker hair and things of that nature. Because the blonde people kicked them out. Right, essentially because they had this like recessive gene that allowed them to be Titans. Right,
the blonde people could be Titans.
Blonde people were, I guess, like the True Bloods.
Okay.
Well, I guess the Titans.
Okay.
But these brown-haired people essentially were excommunicated. They were looked down upon, and so essentially for them to live out in the universe, they would always be treated bad. So Aaron, the protagonist, who then becomes the villain, is like, well, the only way for my friends to be happy is I need to kill everyone in the world. So he then says, I'm going to kill everyone. And he then proceeds to kill like 70% of the world.
Wow.
And then his friends are like, chill, dog. And then they kill him, right? Spoilers. Apologize, but it's been out for like 10 years.
It's been out for 10 years. Yeah.
But like, they're like, you doing too much, bruh. And he's like, I'm not doing enough. And he's like, I want y'all to live a peaceful life, and I'm willing to end the world to have it for you to do it.
Does the one girl ever become a Titan?
No. Not Mikasa.
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 Yeah.
That's Bae. I mean, I loved her. I literally watched. I watched it, and I initially was watching it, and I thought she died, and I stopped watching it because I was like, "How dare you?" And then I realized after I watched it, I was like, "Oh, they just did like a bad cut," and I was like, "Oh, I ended this too abruptly, right?" But Mikasa winds up killing Eren.
She kills him. Okay.
She kills him at the end. And it was more so like, I did this for you. But because he's also one of the I guess important titans, he essentially time travels. So the way they end the show is that he wakes up from her killing him at the beginning of the story. And so you'll hear him say, "Your hair's gotten longer."
At the very beginning of the opening scene.
Because he's actually seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, he's like traveling back in time where her hair was long. And so, it's an Easter egg where if you watch it initially, you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because he woke up from a nap and it was just like, your hair's long. And she's like, why are you being silly? Then after the end, he comes back and it's like, your hair's longer. Because she cut it shorter in the future. And it's just like them like going back and forth. But then like he also shows her like a future where he's like lived and they had a child together. And he's like, yeah, this is for the times when I'm not going to be around because you're about to fucking kill me. But like that's how he became the villain, because he's like, I'm willing to end the world to save my friends, and his friends were like, we need to end you because you're trying to end the world. And that's how it got. It is such a fucking good anime.
I liked it until I just couldn't stick with it
No,
anymore.
it's a lot, but I'm also one of those people, like, I need to finish things. And so, like, once I started, I was like, I don't care. This is like 86 episodes. I'm finishing, and I think I gutted it like in like a week and a half. Like it was a very hardcore, like 7 hours a day type watching it. I lost a lot of sleep. Like it was very dedicated. Like I usually work out for like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours then and like 3 hours in the evening. It was like 6 to 7 hours a day. I was just hardcore just watching it. So I was like, I need to find out what happens.
I think that last thing I watched until the end was Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I like that one. I watched that when it was like live. I guess.
Yeah, I watched it on TV. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I was like, I need to find out.
And then they did the El Dorado on Netflix, and I was like, I don't give about this.
Yeah, shit. Like even like Saw, I heard it was good, but I was like, I can't watch this.
I might watch the new Scream.
I will.
I'm definitely gonna see Scary Movie
6.
Yeah,
because I heard Damon Wayans Jr. and they're bringing back the sister Kim.
Yeah, and another Wayans is in it. He looks like, the face looks like Keenan, so I'm gonna say he's one of Keenan's sons.
I think it's the junior. Oh
no.
Oh,
it's another.
Because Damon Wayans Jr. and it's probably another son.
Yeah, it's another. So it's Sean and Marlon are in it. All the ones from the original movie are in it.
Yeah. They're bringing Kim and Damon Wayans,
and then
Jr.,
another,
and then I guess
another Wayans is in it. So
which is awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that, and I might venture into Scream 7.
Okay.
Because Nev Campbell's back.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
Nev.
You don't mind Nev?
I always thought.
Oh, I thought I heard you incorrectly, but yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked Nev.
Yeah, I think without knowing anything, I think Dewey is the killer. Even though he died in Scream 5 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I think Dewey's the killer.
I can believe it.
Because all the killers are tied to Nev Campbell's character.
Well, at this point, you almost have to have him be the. I mean, this is going longer than what it should. So at this point, just why not? Fuck it, just bring him back.
Bring him back,
which would be awesome, like an Easter egg. You're getting this guy back into it.
But the real Easter egg is so in the first Scream, it had the two killers, and then the one dude had the TV thrown in the pool while he was in the pool or some shit like that. No one saw him die, so the idea is it could also be him.
Well, that's the thing. Like, unless you get a confirmed funeral, like you don't ever know.
Yeah,
especially like in old school movies, like you don't know. I mean, you can always yada yada yada, like how he got out of it just in time or whatever the case may be.
Can yada 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 it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to one or both of those. I'm looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because my son's looking forward to it, so we're definitely going to see that.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to Avatar: Fire and Ash because my other son's looking forward to that, so we're definitely going to see that.
This the James Cameron joint?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure what.
I wasn't sure if it was the arrow on the forehead.
Yeah,
Avatar.
I didn't know if it was like the Last Airbender or another one.
Nah, this is the Avatar James Cameron movies. You've just got to see in theaters. It's not worth it to watch it any other way.
Yeah,
no. Just pay for the IMAX and the 3D experience and just watch it because it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
And my oldest son liked those. Like they really touched his spirit or some shit like that.
That's cool.
That's his coming to America or New Jack City Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh man. I got one more thing. Nothing heavy.
Okay.
But don't judge me, but I know I probably said this before, but don't judge me, but I don't believe that people really like the fall season. You're just tired of being hot. I don't think people really like fall. I think people are just sick and tired of being hot and just look forward to not sweating all the time.
I mean, that's for me.
Because the fall isn't just like the leaves coming down, 47 degrees, overcast. The fall also includes 31 degrees in the morning, frost on your car in the morning, wind and chill and rain at the same time. I don't think people like fall.
Yeah,
They're just sick and tired of sweating and sticking and shit. And it's just a change of pace, and that's all it is, man. It's all niggas don't like fall. If you like fall, you're a liar.
Yeah, the only thing I think
lying to my
would
face.
think about fall would be like, trees, turn the colors. But that'd be like it.
That's a week.
No, I know. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a week.
Outside of that, like, I don't care about
It becomes miserable. The sun goes away.
No, the fact that I think you posted like earlier on your story where it was like sunset 5 p.m. and I was like, bruh,
What the fuck?
Like it used to set like 8. Where's the 3 hours? Like today, like savings time is an hour. How did we get the other? Where's the other two? Where they show up from?
Nobody don't like fall, man. Pumpkin spice and warm chai
I've never cared
teas
about
and
pumpkin spice.
it's warming up for Christmas and the holiday. Nobody likes fall.
Time out though, real quick, since we just mentioned pumpkin spice, that made me think about something. So the other day I was like looking up, and you know how like alcohol typically is made out of potatoes.
Some alcohol, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, I wonder if they have sweet potato alcohol. They do.
But is it made from sweet potatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
I have no idea what it tastes like, but I'm also like, this is the most black shit ever. But it's always like an Asian alcohol for the most part. But it like, it has a real like rich and sweet taste. And I was like, I would love to have a sweet potato pie with a sweet potato drink. And I was like, that'd be so black.
I am very intrigued.
I am too. So I think during the holiday, because once I start my vacation, I think I'm going to try to find a bottle and try to make like a drink out of it and see what comes up with it. But it made me think, I was like, sweet potato fucking drink? I was like, that's crazy. I was like, I don't know what degrees, like, I don't know if it's like a vodka or whatever. I just saw, like, I looked it up, it's like sweet potato alcohol, and it was like, yes. And I was like, that's crazy. And I was like, that's interesting. I don't know if it has like the same like alcohol percentages or anything like that. I did very high level search, but it definitely does exist.
I mean, a fermented vegetable is a fermented vegetable. So in essence, you can make
if
it's got a starch, you can make alcohol out of it.
I would try a sweet potato alcohol.
I would just want to know what it smells like because I don't need the.
No. I'm curious though, just myself. So
it has piqued my curiosity.
I will let you know. I will keep you posted because I start my vacation in exactly a month.
And you're gonna be alcohol wasted?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. I feel like I have my goal. Like I saying, like I feel like I can't kick back. Like because I haven't really like turned up in a long time, right? So like I feel like if I was like, especially getting turned up on sweet potatoes,
sleep.
Yeah, I'm just going to go. I'm just nap on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
So I got 2 more questions for you. How many medals you got?
4.
4 medals. And how this go?
One more. I signed up for the last one. It's on I think Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And then I just talked to. I went to a running club this morning. I'm doing a 10K for April, like spring, and I'm doing a half marathon by the fall of next year.
So you've got how many like physical in-person races have you run?
I've done 2 in person, 2 virtual, and I'll have the 3rd in person in December. Run technically none. I'm sorry, I walked.
Well, I mean, but
and then next year I'm gonna do the 10K, the half marathon. I'm also still try to keep the 5Ks. So I'm gonna try to do a total of 7 next year, and space them out a little bit better than what I did this year. Because I was essentially trying to get 5 in like 2 months.
Yeah, you're doing a lot.
But the thing is, every day I do 10K. I do 7 miles every morning. So with the virtual ones, you literally just put your time in and you get your medal. So like how you said earlier, they literally just they came in like a Halloween bag. It was literally like the shirt, the medal, the number, and that was it. And I was just like, yeah, I could have literally made this medal and sent it to myself. Like it's not, and like the last one was a hot cocoa joint. It sent me the jacket, like a pack of hot cocoa, the medal, the number, and it had like a hot cocoa like bag or something. I was like, well, this wasn't really, but again, you pay $50, you get this like packet.
Swag bag.
Yeah, swag bag. You put your time in, you're done. Right? Like, I mean, they don't know if I did it or not. I mean, I know I did it. Like, I did it in 46 minutes and 10 seconds for both of them because it's very consistent. I walk the same pace every day. So knocked those 2 virtual ones out. And then even when I did the hot cider one, I was at like 46 minutes and like 30 seconds or something. So I'm very consistent with like the 46-minute mark. Because I'm walking. I'm hiking it. That's how I walk to the metro. Like, fucking arms. Right? So, like, I was passing people running. That's how, like, I mean, given they were doing, like, the stride, it wasn't like they were in full stride, but, like, I was booking it, right? Like, I was moving it. But, yeah, I'm at 4 with a 5th on the way. And I'll finish what I started, which is good. And then next year, I'm trying to do 7 total. Right.
So, last question for episode 211 for you is, what's up with summer discharge, man? I know you've been doing a whole lot.
I had to restructure it because I did get some feedback. I did send it to a friend, and they recommended that I introduce one of the side characters a little earlier and develop it a little bit more. So I had to go back. I'm trying to wrap it up.
So with the change, how much of the story is actually done if you give it a percentage?
70.
70% of the story is done.
Yeah.
And you just have to do some reworking with the other 30%.
Yeah.
So this person was brought in when before? Like it
was about like a month ago.
I mean like when was the character?
So because this is gonna be like the bad influence, right? So pretty much egging them on, but they meet them on the island.
Mm-hmm.
So initially it was like, you kind of have the introduction, just kind of get the backstory of the two main characters, then they go out. And then I had it where essentially this person just kind of popped up and they were hanging out. And then this is where Kai, the sexual interest, is like out with them, and it was like, well, who's this bitch, right? And it was just that wasn't the feedback, but it was just like, hey, maybe introduce the lady earlier, so it's more organic for them to be hanging out and meeting Kai at this like outing, versus like kind of like developing this fictitious friendship that didn't really have that much development.
On vacations, when you're outside of the norm, maybe all kinds of fake friendships showing up.
No, I understand that, but it was just introduce them more. So I'm trying to get it where it's like wording it, but I know I had the timeline. I am working on trying to redo the front so I could get it, and then I'll finish up the wrap up. Because pretty much everything's like, I'd probably even say 80, to be honest. And at that point, it's going to segue so I can get the sequel.
Okay. Summer discharge is on the way.
But I'm also, like I said, about to be finished on my vacation, so it's actually going to be even better. Because I've been working on it, but because of that feedback, I was like, let me go back and try to work this out a little bit better than what I had it for.
That's what's up, sir. That's what's up. And I don't have anything else. I don't know about you, sir.
I have one thing,
okay,
which I thought was so interesting. I was talking to this young lady, and it's kind of like with everything kind of going on with work and definitely and people being laid off. It was just kind of like, yeah, I really need to find something that I can get into. And I was like, well, what do you do now? And it was like, well, I'm a household manager. I was like, well, what is that?
Like a nanny?
They just manage the house. They just take care of the house as you should as an adult.
So they came up with a title to
say I
don't
clean
work.
the house.
I don't work.
And I don't work. I'm a household manager. And I was like, kudos. Yeah, that was exactly what I thought. But it was just like, how dare you? Like you essentially just are glorifying adulthood. Like I'm a household man. Yeah, I am too. La-di-da.
Yeah. I'm
a household manager. And I was like, you are hilarious. And a bum. Because it's just always funny because it just reminds me of people who say, like, I've had, like, a female friend that was like, oh, I'm out here, being a strong, independent woman. Mind you, she was living with a guy. He was paying all the rent. And I was like, well, you're not strong or independent, technically. She was
taking that dick. It took some strength.
Yeah, I guess. I was like, but you're weak and you're I was like, household manager. I was like, how dare you? You're just glorifying adulthood.
She really pulled one over.
And I was like, who's buying that?
That's crazy.
I'm like, Jesus, yo. Like, what, you order shit on Amazon? Like, what do you, like, what is it, like, you get
she stocks the cupboard. Packets? She stocks the cupboard. That's what she
does. Shut up. What are you, facilities manager now? Like, that's going to be my title. I'm a senior facilities manager at the Taylor residence. You mean the place where you live?
Taylor Estate.
Shut the fuck up. You right?
Taylor Estate.
The Taylor Estate and Manor. Was it Manor? How can I work Manor into this? Maybe I'll get a shed, and that'll be the
manor,
the guest manor.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you have a guest manor? Yeah, sure do. That's where the power tools sleep. The industrial power
The
tools.
industrial power tools.
Mm-hmm.
Got to upgrade everything.
Yo, fucking household manager, bum ass. Anyway, but I think that was the last thing I had.
All right. Well, this has been episode 211, I believe, of the Don't Judge Me podcast. And once again, you can join us at Judgment by sending us an email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com and or leaving us a voicemail or giving us a call at 202-642-9398. Remember, you're grown up. Manage your household accordingly.
Manage that shit.
Bitch.